If you think Australia is dangerous now, you're only seeing the aftermath. The spiders, the snakes, the animals that seem designed to punish curiosity. Those aren't accidents, they're echoes, because for millions of years, Australia wasn't just hostile. It was one of the most unforgiving evolutionary arenas the planet ever produced. And once life entered it, escape was no longer an option. To understand prehistoric Australia, you have to forget the idea of continents as stable places. Australia was never stable. It was isolated, cut off, drifting alone through time like a biological pressure chamber. Isolation changes everything. After the supercontinent Gondwana began breaking apart, Australia slowly separated from Antarctica. At first, this didn't seem catastrophic. Life moved with it. Plants, animals, entire ecosystems. But over time, Australia drifted farther away. And as it did, something subtle but deadly happened. Evolution stopped sharing ideas. While the rest of the world exchanged species, predators, and adaptations, Australia was sealed. No reinforcements, no newcomers to reset balance. Whatever survived here had to face conditions alone. The climate didn't help. For long stretches of prehistory, Australia was hot, violently hot. Rainfall was unpredictable. Soils were poor. Water was scarce. Large, lush forests came and went. Deserts expanded, then contracted, then expanded again. Life couldn't rely on stability, and when stability disappears, ecosystems become traps. In most parts of the world, competition limits danger. Predators keep each other in check. Prey species evolve defenses in response. But in Australia, isolation broke this feedback loop. Predators evolved without serious competition. Prey evolved without exposure to certain threats. Both drifted toward extremes. This is how Australia became a land of specialists. Creatures built for narrow conditions, perfectly adapted and utterly vulnerable to change. Take prehistoric Australian predators. Some were marsupials, not mammals like wolves or cats. Carnivorous marsupials evolved crushing jaws and stabbing teeth. But they didn't evolve speed like placental predators. They evolved ambush, because energy was too precious to waste. Now look at the prey. Many Australian herbivores evolved without fast-running predators. They didn't develop strong escape behaviors. They relied on camouflage, or bulk, or simply standing still. It worked, until it didn't. Australia wasn't dangerous because everything was aggressive. It was dangerous because mistakes were fatal. There was no margin for error. This became especially clear when Australia entered the Miocene and Pliocene epochs. As the continent dried, ecosystems shrank. Resources concentrated around water. And when life concentrates, conflict intensifies. Megafauna evolved. Giant kangaroos, massive wombat-like herbivores, reptiles the size of cars, some of the largest marsupials to ever exist. They didn't evolve because conditions were good. They evolved because being large made starvation less likely. And predators followed. One wrong step near a water source could mean death. Not from a single predator, but from the system itself. Fire made things worse. Australia has burned for millions of years. Lightning-sparked wildfires reshaped entire landscapes. Plants evolved to burn. Animals evolved to endure smoke, heat, and scarcity. But fire also simplified ecosystems. It removed cover, it exposed movement, and it punished the slow and the small. This turned Australia into a continent where survival required extremes. Extreme venom, extreme camouflage, extreme endurance. Anything average died out. Now here's the part that turns Australia from dangerous into trap. When humans arrived, the system broke. Australia's megafauna had never encountered persistent, intelligent hunters. They didn't evolve fear responses fast enough. They didn't recognize humans as a threat. And within a shockingly short time, many vanished. The predators followed. Once large prey disappeared, large predators collapsed. Ecosystems simplified even further. Australia didn't just lose animals, it lost complexity. What remained were survivors. Small, venomous, hyper-specialized. Creatures that could endure drought, heat, and scarcity. Creatures that punished carelessness. Modern Australia feels hostile because it still runs on prehistoric rules. Water matters. The stakes compound. Everything has a defense. This is why Australia feels different. It isn't just biodiversity. It's evolution under isolation and stress. A place where life didn't get second chances. Prehistoric Australia wasn't a paradise. It wasn't even a battlefield. It was a filter, and most life didn't pass through it. If you made it this far, you've just walked through one of Earth's most unforgiving evolutionary experiments. Leave a scorpion in the comments. Next, we're looking at a moment when Earth came so close to total failure that recovery itself became uncertain. Because there was a time when even survival wasn't guaranteed.